like, I remember he just stood out to me because he ran, like, he was from the country. I think he's from Kentucky. And like he used to have a really country accent. And he just, I don't know, I just liked him. And I thought he was cute too. So Tyson Gay, number 2. I'm gonna have to
Hey, man,
say
hit the DM. Not just playing.
no.
But
He was cute
Tyson
to
Gay
me
probably
when I
like,
was growing.
all right, man, we back at it again, man. Another episode of the Real Understands Everything podcast, or as y'all call it, True Talk. You know what I'm saying? Today, for season 2, episode 11, y'all, we getting up there in the ranks. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest. Hey, really special for me because she from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only. I feel like I got home on the camera now. You know what I'm saying? Because Georgia's the best state, but don't quote me. But no, we have the lovely Randi Bohler.
It is. It is.
Nah, facts. But yeah, we have the lovely Randi Bowler, former Coppin State track and field athlete, current, and we gotta clock this because you know what I'm saying, this major right here. She's currently with the University of Arizona, serving as let me read this, make sure I pronounce this right. She is the Associate Director of Strategic Communications.
That's good, yeah.
But y'all give it up for Miss Randi.
There you go.
Hey, thank y'all for having me so much.
Good. So what's new? How you been?
I've been great. I live in Arizona, obviously, because I work at U of Arizona. But when people think of Arizona, they're always thinking like Phoenix. That's 2 hours away from Tucson. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. If you know, like I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, so me and Tucson makes a very interesting combination. But I love the U of A. It's been great.
No, I feel that. John,
How's the?
might be having
I
some
gotta
technical.
ask you, how was the weather up there? Because I know every part of Arizona is like hot.
Yes. So like literally from like I want to say like April to maybe a month ago, 100-degree plus at least once a week, like if not every single day. And so now I forgot when like the monsoon season is, but it's basically just when it rains. But everybody be so excited for that whenever it rains because it doesn't rain that much. So like right now it's kind of great. It's getting into fall, which is like perfect. Like in the fall it's like 70s and stuff like that. So that's nice. But the heat is crazy. The summers are just really ridiculous for real.
So, like, is it like more like a dry heat, or is it like
Yes.
okay? Because
It's
I
that
know
dry heat.
nothing beat that Georgia humidity or that South
No,
humidity.
yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing that I'm like, okay, it could be like I could be really sweating and drenched and like gross feeling, but it literally feels like somebody put you in the oven. Like they turned the oven on 400 and just threw you in there and left you.
Oh
That's how I be
no,
feeling.
Man,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna. I salute
not
you
gonna
for
lie.
staying out there that long.
I went to Arizona. When was it? Last summer. Went to go hike the Keyhole Cane out in Sedona.
Oh
Like went a bunch of places.
wow.
Went to Horseshoe Bend. Like all over. But the heat out there is very different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
It's crazy. It's really bad. Yeah.
but Sedona ain't
You
that
went
bad at night. It
hiking?
get
You were a hiker?
Yeah, you know, it's not something you see from a black brother, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I want to go hiking, but like, I don't know. I just can't for real. Like, I can't wrap my mind around that. But, you know,
It's not that bad, honestly. Y'all gotta
in
excuse
the
my little, you know what I'm
heat,
saying?
up a mountain and stuff like that, that's crazy.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think John having a little technical difficulty, y'all. So if y'all see this, it's why I keep popping in and out. But we're gonna get it right, you know what I'm saying? He's the new can't get right now, you know what I mean? But so let me ask you this. From being from Atlanta, What made you go to Coppin State? Like, just that is a huge culture shift. That is super far away from home. What take me through that decision making? Like, what you know? What I'm saying, did you have any other looks or like, you know? What I'm saying, what made you go there?
Yeah, so like I feel like in high school I went to a private school, so and the focus really wasn't track. So naturally I was just like the fastest person and everybody really was out there just like for fun. It was only like a
Mm-hmm.
few of us that was actually serious. I say that to say like I didn't work as hard as I should have because it just felt like, oh, I'm better than these people, like so
Right.
whatever. And so I didn't get all the looks that I wanted because I wasn't competing like even though I won state at 1A, like 1A state
Mm-hmm.
champion versus a 5A state champion is two different things, like two different
Completely different.
competition levels. So
Right.
yeah, so I didn't get that many looks and it was coming close. Like I had some stuff where like at like Eastern Kentucky, they were gonna pay half and then half or like 60% and then the rest would be academic. And so stuff like that, but I didn't want to do that. And so out of nowhere, like it was like late in like not it was like in July and the
Mm-hmm.
coach for Coppin State called me and I was like, where is that? I've never even heard of it. But
You,
she was like, we want to offer you a full ride. And I was like, okay, cool.
Like
This is yeah, period.
it. I just can't hear John.
Yeah, me
oh,
either.
so when you were at Coppin State, when you said you got that offer, it was just July right before like school, like that July right before going into your freshman year.
Yes, it was literally either
Wow.
late June, early July. And I remember being in a process of like waiting to hear back
Mm-hmm.
from, or like I was in conversation with the coach at Akron. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why they show interest and it was late. So I was like, okay, let me like we got to make some shake because I knew I wasn't going to school if it wasn't for free. Like my mom told
Right.
me that. She was like, if you
That's
can't if you can't get it paid for, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, so it was real close to coming to school. So I didn't have no option to be like, well, let me come look at it first. Let me, I just was like, okay, like I'm gonna just have to make it do what it do.
well, you really put it in God's hands for real, but it
I
worked
really
out.
did.
I'm,
It really worked out.
I only asked that
Man.
because when I enrolled at Georgia and did all that stuff, like I early enrolled and I just knew like I didn't realize that you had to like apply and all that stuff. So if you had to apply, do that doggone essay or whatever they had for the requirements to go into Coppin State, and then you had to do that like in 3 or 4 weeks on top of thinking about where you moving at, what your living situation is, and then they telling you all this information. Like you
It
it's a
was
whole
a
bunch of
lot.
info. I'm about to say it's a lot coming in like in the last couple of weeks. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
already know. Like you was like, what the hell? And then when you
You
It,
started
know,
getting in class, it wasn't like till 2 or 3 months later, you like, damn, I'm in college. Like, what the
yeah,
man.
for
fuck?
You
real.
know,
For real. For
you
real.
know, something else you made me think about. Not enough schools, at least in my area. It's like
hmm
I don't know. Maybe it's the athletic stigma of certain, football players. But like, I don't think enough schools harp on the fact of like letting you know that like when it comes to going to college, you actually have to apply. Even in athletics, I'm speaking for athletics. Most people think like you get that scholarship, I'm in the school, like I can go to this school, but that ain't how it
Facts.
works. You got to
Yeah.
get accepted into the school, which
Facts.
is why people that's listening, you're gonna hear a lot of athletes. You'll hear that they got 40 offers, but in all actuality, it gonna say 40, but reality they only got like 5 or 6, and those are
hmm
official offers, meaning they officially got into the school. And I think a lot of us, like myself, what I'm saying, I was one of the ones like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you get when you
Yeah.
get an offer, it's like you gotta that means the athletic department is like, we want you, we would love for you to come here. But now we gotta get you fast foot. We gotta get you into the school and all this, that, and the
Facts.
third. And I know for me, when I came out, it was like I didn't really know too much about none of that. It was just like a situation where I get an offer, okay, boom, I can't go because this school don't even accept me. This is like a Harvard type school. Like now,
Right.
now it ain't even worth saying I got this offer. You know what I mean? But I think a lot more
Yeah.
schools in the athletic world should definitely harp on it. I think they're doing a better job nowadays, especially with NIL. So like kids are knowing what they're getting into. But when I was coming out, I was I'm
Man.
like you, Randy. Like I didn't my freshman year, I got that offer so late. literally so late, and within a week and a half, 2 week span is when I committed, and then I had to report.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's a huge turnaround. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was kind of like who was it? Running back that went to Georgia, number 35. We talk about him all the time.
Brian Herring, 3-5.
Brian Harry. You remember how he had to? I think it was him that had to. He was like a last minute getting into Georgia. That was
Mm-hmm.
me.
Wow.
But
That's.
yeah, I was.
But
I mean,
best decision I've ever made though. Coppin, I feel like HBCU, best decision ever.
Hmm.
For sure.
Wait, what years
I'm
were
not.
you in Coppin State?
2014. Wait, August 2014 to 2019 because I ran my grad year. Yeah.
I I have a friend, and I don't remember what year she specifically went to Coppin State. Her name's Alexander. Jaya Alexander. She's
Is
Jaya.
she
Sorry.
really light skinned?
Yes, really light skin. Kind of. She's gonna kill me for this. She kind of like Young M.A.
Oh no, no, no! I don't know that. I don't know.
She's cool. She's cool.
That boy said Young and May. Bro,
That's who she
No, I don't
reminds
know
me of.
her.
But
Mm-mm.
call her Stephanie. Call her Heffany.
man, so so you get to Coppin State,
Mhm.
HBCU. You know what I'm saying? Everything's new to you. Okay, and I want to ask you this question because I want to know, like, from your perspective, especially as a female athlete.
Yeah.
'Cause
Lord.
if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to say you're our first female athlete, but you kind of are. Like we had lady Daniela, but she was,
Mhm.
more on the nutritionist side of things. I think you're our first athlete that's like just removed from athletics. So I want to ask you from like a female standpoint, like how different is that transition going to college from high school? Because I know it seemed like with women in college sports, it's like y'all load get a little bit heavier. Like with football, I ain't gonna lie, like we had class checkers, we had that whole nine, but sometimes you can get around with it. Like you can
Yeah.
kind of get away with certain things, but like I don't know if that
Yeah.
y'all get the same treatment. If I'm being honest.
I think that piece it could deal with like gender, but I also think it depends on the school you're at. Like at
Yeah.
certain schools, they just don't got them resources. It's just not gonna be like that. Like it's just not gonna be like that. But it was definitely a transition for sure. Like going from practicing maybe once a day to now 3 times a day, and I have to go to class, and I'm trying to do extracurricular stuff. Like that was hard. And so yeah, I mean, but like, and I was one of them athletes that like I'm the athlete a coach really has to love what they do because I'm gonna be all on the ground. I'm gonna be like just one time my coach had left, like I think I had extra. I didn't do something I was supposed to do. So she told me that I had to
Mm.
come back and do like an extra 3 or 4 300s. And I was
Mm.
just like dead on the ground. And she left to go get lunch and came back. I was still out there, just like dying on the ground. So yeah,
For people that's not, go ahead. My bad.
I was just gonna say some coaches like I used to be the athlete where some coaches would just be like, I'm done. I can't. I'm going
But
home. You just
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie. I kind of relate to that in my athletic career. And just for clarification, people, for 300s, she is literally meaning 300 yards. So if you ain't dedicated to track and field, I suggest you don't go out there in them trenches because
Actually
y'all
300
already know me.
meters. 300 meters. 300 meters.
that's
Oh,
that's
Is
long,
that
ain't it?
shorter or longer?
that's even worse.
I'm
Oh
about to say
yeah,
that's.
it's
Man,
300. That's almost the whole way around the track. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Oh
no.
Lord,
Man,
as a big boy,
y'all had to
I
put
can
me
see
on
myself
a
passing
rest
out.
in peace T-shirt. They'd had to send my folks to go fund me.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna
For
cap.
real.
This just gave me flashbacks to when we had to run the stadiums, bro. They was
Ooh.
fussing at me and yelling at me. I don't know if y'all ever been to Sanford, but them the home side too. I'm talking about
Oh
not the big
God.
steps.
Oh my God.
I'm talking about the steps that you like are like the people walk down. So you have to
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they're like hit every
Mm-hmm.
step or hit every other step. I said, look, I'm clumsy as hell. My big ass might fall forward. How you gonna do that? Fall forward going up. I know I'm gonna bust my ass, so I'm going slow as hell. Coach yelling at me, "Hey, bro, hey, look, I'm doing the best I can fucking do. I ain't no track athlete. I came here to tackle motherfuckers. I ain't come here to run track.
I'm
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
crying.
that shit just brought back flashbacks to when I got to the end,
Yeah.
bro. I'm like, yo, fuck this. Why did I decide to do this shit? I'm over it. I'm done.
I don't know how I did that. Like how I was. Sometimes I be thinking back, like watching these athletes. Sometimes at Arizona, I'm like, I do not know how I competed on this level. Like, because I will never do it. I would never go back and do that shit again.
Yeah.
Man, listen,
See, the
I
sport
don't.
itself is fun, but
Yeah,
doing
yeah. I mean, like running in meets, but that like them conditioning and that John knows, like it's hell. You go to hell and back. Like,
Running ain't. Let me tell y'all something. Maybe it's the fat in me. You know what I'm saying? Running ain't fun. Ain't nothing fun about running. People, they're like, what that boy say? You just be running like woo doo woo. No, ain't nothing fun about running. Like, listen, now winning, like if you win your race, that's fun. I ain't gonna lie, cause he like y'all can't beat me. But like
yes.
if I had to run, if I'm running one race, I'm cool. Like, I'm tell you, I'm gonna take y'all back to high school. For me, I was track and field, you know what I'm saying, for all season. Now, I'm a thrower, people. I'm not out there running no, but I had a track coach that at practice, when we finished throwing, all the throwers got to come out there and finish the last condition, whatever the hurdle is
Oh
and spin they
Lord
got, we got to go and
Jesus.
do it. Y'all ever heard of
What
the Fat
school
Man
did you
Weave?
go to?
Monroe area, man.
Okay.
We had Coach Carter. Shout out my dog Coach Carter, man. I think he at Cedar Grove now. He's somewhere up the road, but man, we go out there. I'll never forget one practice. I was talking junk too. Oh my god, we had
Oh
these.
Lord.
We had they were working on starts, but they were getting up off their chest, push starts. But I'm a big boy, so they giving me like 10 yards. I'm like, if I get 10 yards on y'all ain't catch me. So I win. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking junk like y'all couldn't catch me with a 10-yard head start. Then I had to do the little cool down laps. First of all, I don't know who came up with cooling down over 100 yards. That's not a cool down for me. I'm warming back up. Like, bro, it got to the point, bro. I did the fat man wheeze at practice. And that's when you know that back fat that sit back there and they get the burning and you get that boy. I'm telling you, bro. I don't. Me and running, nah, bro. I
Oh
got
my
about
God,
five
that's
five
funny.
full speed races and sprints in me. After them five burnt out, I'm saving them for the right opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But
The
nah,
right.
I ain't.
That's me.
You
Hey,
never
That's
know,
me.
man.
That's me.
I know my coach made us do up downs and run the whole stadium because some of the damn runners were doing something they wasn't supposed to do in school, so he punished the whole team.
Oh Lord.
Throwers don't run at all. Like we don't. We all play, football and stuff. We may jog a little this, a little that. We don't do all this extra running. So when they made us run them stadiums, I lie to you not. We had to run almost like 100 stadiums, and our stadium, for some reason, like if you ever seen my high school, it's a small high school, but our stadium got sent to the wrong high school. This same stadium was actually supposed to go to a high school in Texas. So our stadium is big as hell in the middle of fucking nowhere. So when I tell you we was running all the way up these stadiums, these concrete ass stadiums, I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't even supposed to be here, bro. So I'm sitting over here mad as hell. And then like transition to college, the same thing would happen. We'll have to run extra because the skilled guys want to do something they ain't supposed to do. It got to the point, how you get so mad you don't even say nothing because you're just trying to preserve that energy. For us big boys, we know about that. Like you pissed off. You want to go jack them little ones up because they still laughing and bullshitting on the other side while we over
Got
there
all the
pissed as
energy.
hell. Be like, boy, I can't even say nothing right now. It ain't worth walking all the way over there to say something because I'm gonna get tired. Like,
Boy,
fuck.
boy,
Like,
listen.
it's the worst feeling in the world. I ain't gonna cap to you.
I'm telling you, I commend anybody that can run, especially if you do cross country, any distance,
Oh
anybody that
yeah.
got enough endurance to like keep their full speed up. past 200, like 200-yard sprints
Mhm.
or anything long distance, let me tell you, boy, hey, shout out this dog, my dog, Gustavo. I don't know where you at in life right now, but I hope you're doing well. Boy, it was once said that boy could run for like at least 20 miles in high school. I mean, bro,
Oh my God.
I don't know.
He did what?
I, he run 20 miles. He was on a cross country team. He did 20 miles. I'm like, in high school though.
Oh no,
Man, 20
he got
miles,
it.
man. I'd have been
No.
like that movie How High when he was running on that when they were running on miles and he called a taxi and went to the end of the line. Went to the end line. Nah, serious though. But I do want to ask you too, you know what I'm saying, speaking on track. So I dated somebody that was in college athletics as a she was, female, played a college sport. And one thing she told me that, she played basketball. She was like, they harped on like her and her teammates about like dating, like really bad, which was new to me because in the football world, we don't really get that. They always tell us, this is the real understands everything. This is true talk. So I'm gonna keep it real. You win, you get in. If you get me, they love winners. That's what they tell. Like, am I
Yeah.
wrong? You know what I'm saying? They
No,
tell
for
you
real.
that. If you losing, or we don't want to hear none of that. We don't want to hear about no girlfriend. We don't hear none of that. But if you winning, they gonna come to you. For you
Wow.
as a woman in college, yeah, hey, sorry,
That's
coach. Shout
crazy.
out. But as a woman, did you feel like,
Hey,
there was like a extra like I don't know, like did they harp on y'all about that as far as like dating?
I'm
Because I just want to know like how is it to, being a female athlete in college, like the
yeah.
dating scene being focused and all that.
Well, I don't that's crazy. First of all, that is crazy. Like,
The real
no, they, if
species.
anything, they would be in our like business, which I feel like I don't like that. Like, because again, like you wouldn't do that to guys. They weren't doing that to guys because our teams were together. They was not all in their business, but they would either be not really hard, like, yeah, like the sense against dating or, having a boyfriend, it would be like a negative tone. And then they would be in our business, which
Right.
I think that is, I won't limit that to just my school and my program. Maybe it was, but I really think that is something that is with women athletes. Like, even if it's a female coach that you have, like,
Mhm.
that's always kind of like a part of the like, it's never like are you comfortable? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just
hmm
like, that's a part of the
culture, so to
culture.
say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, of the culture. Like, and now looking back on it, like that is that should not have been going on. But I mean, I feel like everything that comes with, in my opinion, I know like people have
Mhm.
very strong different opinions, but in my opinion,
Right.
I feel like as a college athlete, period, like female or male, especially if you're competing division one, like all that stuff, everything like really just kind of adds to the experience and kind of helps to build
Right.
character. I sound like an old man saying that, build character, but that's what
It's
I
facts
think.
though.
Like that's
Yeah, it
how
is
I feel.
facts. And something you said, that's what made me ask. I think I couldn't phrase it right, but like pretty much like for a female dating, it was always like it's a negative thing if a
Yes.
woman is dating in college. It's like, oh, she
hmm
can get pregnant, oh, she's not gonna be focused, this, that, and the third, versus like the male, we're like, if you want a woman, you gotta go out there and win. If you want a
Right.
woman, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? And it's like it's
Yeah.
engraved in us as if like I hate to say it like this, but it's almost like a trophy, like a prize. They're gonna
Yes.
come to you, this, that,
Yes.
and the third. And
Yes.
I ain't gonna sit here and just say it's my school because I can go across the board. Several schools I've been to, several schools I've talked to friends, you know what I'm saying? And it's always that same thing. So that's why I wanted to ask you, you know what I'm saying, just from your perspective,
Yeah.
because again, it is sometimes and the crazy thing is it usually comes from female coaches. It don't be the male, it be the female coaches that be like,
Yes.
you know
Yes.
what I'm saying? I was just like,
Yeah.
man.
It it's crazy because like I got two different sides of it, like in my
Mm-hmm.
experience, because it's just like when you win it, yeah, women are naturally gonna come. But as far as what the coaches say, like they to get to your point, Randy, they do know everything. And I feel like they
Yeah.
sometimes got like informants on the team that's folks that just be watching, be like, hey, go out and watch this person. And what I really think, and I'm gonna just say it, like I really think it be sometimes like the recruiting people because they're always out with us, or it's some people that's
Yes.
like behind the scenes, or it's just like before NIL, there was NIL, and
Yeah.
folks was on payroll, just
Yes.
basically making sure that people were straight. You feel me? So they will always look out. So they will always get back information. And certain coaches that got some say so around the town, they always got people that get back to them. Hey, I saw so and so with this person. I saw so and so with that person. So indirectly,
Mhm.
they wouldn't say nothing to you, like how Eli said, when you winning, they don't give a damn. But if you
Mm-hmm.
losing, they like, oh, so you out at the club doing this, that, and the third,
Right.
or you on your way to the
Mm-hmm.
A
Right.
at this time of night, but you can't even get this play right. So there was pros and cons to it, but it's just like
Well,
I feel like it was normal. It sucked because it was normal because the same thing will happen in high school. You see it in life. It's just like no matter what, like as I get older, I realize the more fame and notoriety you get, the more money you got, everything is just gonna fall in your lap easily. It's not until you lose everything that everything just comes to light of how people really feel about you. And
Yep.
I learned a long time
Sure.
ago the difference between the real and fake.
Yep.
And
yeah.
honestly, it takes a in our culture for y'all to understand. You have to have that third eye to start seeing stuff like that. You feel me? So
Facts.
that's my whole
No,
take
that's
on
just
it. But it's just like it does suck for women because it is a double standard that y'all have. Because
for
I
sure.
did
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of female athletes on the other side, like that we would talk on occasion about like the stuff that they would go through, and it did suck. It does suck. I mean, but there's pros and cons to both sides too. Because I mean, hell, at one point in time, I had a stalker, and I didn't even know who the chick was. Like, oh
Oh
no,
wow.
these folks crazy.
This
They
is
be knowing everything
That's
about you.
them
new to me.
UGA
Breaking
problems
news
there.
on Truth Talk.
Bro.
University of Georgia standout Michael Barnett
Nah,
had a
it
stalker.
was nah, bro. It was weird, bro. It was like one of those
Mhm.
instances like where you always go downtown and you start seeing people like basically follow where you at.
Mhm.
It was weird, bro. Like I didn't
That's
even know who
Okay.
Shawty was, but it goes to show if that even happened to me, and I'm huge, let that happen to a female. I know like folks walking around just preying on them every time, every chance they get. It sucks, but it's just the reality. So
Yeah,
I
for
say that to
sure.
say sorry you went through that because it's not right. And honestly, I wish we was in college right now because I need some of that cheddar. You feel me? You feel me?
Man, what? Come on, man. Hey, so Coppin State. In for those
yeah.
of you, I don't know. I think we were live when he said it. He said Coppin State. Our co-host John. He had some technical difficulties, so he's. I don't know if he'll be able to make it back in due to where he's at. But he said that Coppin State is in a very bad place as a surrounding. Now, the thing that's funny about that is, my freshman year, that's how I met John. We went to a HBCU. I'm gonna keep what can I say? I'm gonna keep it funky. My HBCU was in the hood. Like you the college campus, you drive no matter what, any exit outside of the campus, you in the hood. Literally in the hood. And now granted, on campus, it's a lot of things like all your closest friends are all in one spot. It's always gonna be something going on. A lot of things like it's actually a fun experience. I have nothing bad to
Yeah.
say about
Yeah.
HBCU experience just as a student. Now the
Yeah.
athlete is a little different. You know what I'm saying? There's things I felt like didn't get handled as well. But hey,
For
that's neither here
sure.
nor there.
For sure. For sure.
So I'm gonna ask you, how was your HBCU experience at Coppin State?
Well, to first put in perspective, when I did go on a visit, but it was like, was
Mhm.
it a visit? Yeah, I had to go up there to sign my letter of intent or whatever.
Mhm.
And I got
Welcome
up
to death
there.
row.
Oh, so it wasn't a visit. It was when I moved in. Yeah, I went up there and I cried. I looked at the
What you
campus
wait?
and
Hold on, hold
said,
on.
I can't. I said, what is what?
Hey,
And my mama was
Hold on.
like,
The fact that you signed your NIL or your letter of intent, a move-in date. Oh
yeah,
no,
yeah.
Lord, that's
she said I
Um,
cried.
Yeah, I did. I'm thinking actually I have horrible memory. So it actually wasn't moving day because now I remember we did like a road trip from like North Carolina to New Jersey and we just stopped in all these places and we went to sign the letter then. Yeah. So yeah, I cried because it was just like, what is this? Like we're in the hood. And we stayed in a hotel on in the harbor. So I'm thinking like we're on Baltimore Harbor. I'm like, oh, like this is very nice. Okay. The further, even though we're going down one street all the way down from the city to from downtown to like West Baltimore, it's one street. But like slowly as we get blocks and blocks away, just stuff start changing out the window. We just looking like,
I'm gonna
okay.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. The further you got, the blacker it got.
The black, but like the more like drug, like it started looking like, okay, what the hell? Like, where am I for real? Like this boarded up
It's like,
doors and the spray paint on the doors. People was outside. That was the first time I ever seen like a people be on the side of the road used to be in Baltimore on West Baltimore and they like be on the side of the street and they keep doing this. My mom like they trying to get drugs. What are they like? But we learned that that's how they get a ride or whatever they catch a ride. But yeah, it was rough when I first got there. But once I like stayed and some months in, I just fell in love with it because it's small like, and then I realized, like, even though we was in the hood, like the crackheads and the people, they did not bother college students. Like, they wanted us to get our education. So they wouldn't. It was like we were in a little shield.
Hey, hey, that sounds like she was just accepting her reality at this point. Like,
man, I'm telling you,
hey, like,
No, no,
man.
it was.
It's like, man, that's Nate, the neighborhood crackhead. He good. He gonna make sure that nobody tow your car.
No, it wasn't that bad for real. It was actually wonderful. Like, it was right down the
oh
street.
shit. Oh boy.
It was wonderful. You just have to get used to like being in the hood. Like you're gonna be in it's the hood. So yeah. Um,
So let me
but it
ask you
was good
this:
though.
the accent, the accent, the way they talk was how was that? How long did it take you to get used to that?
Not long. I'm a person who loves different accents. Like I'm that person who likes that. So it didn't take me long. Like I quickly noticed like to do all of that. And yeah, I kind of
I wish John was on this damn call.
that man, yeah,
Man,
him. The way he talked, yeah, but even harder, yeah. To the point where once I was in college, I was kind of like, I like the little, I would prefer like dating Baltimore guys who didn't go to the school, child. It was bad, yeah, but
oh
yeah.
Lord,
Oh Lord, she like
the
them
white
Baltimore
people,
dudes.
man.
It was a phase. It was a phase.
It's okay. You know, we all go through them college phases. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Oh
But
I'm
one
me.
saying,
thing
Rand,
I
let me take
will,
you.
one,
Hey you.
one
Let me
thing
take
I will
you.
say, like, I didn't realize until I went to that school how like whitewashed I had gotten from being at the private school that I was for high school. Like, I just didn't have the pride that I have now for like just being black. That
Yeah,
if
just
it
like
had not
embracing
been
it.
for going to that school, yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I feel that. I now okay. Trying to think how I say it because what I'm gonna say is everything we're saying is gonna be public record. Like people can look up when you went to
Okay.
high school, see
Yeah.
me. You know what I'm saying? So in a better way, what I'm trying to say is like for me, my high school, we were known in the county as like that's the hood school. That's don't let your kid go there. They black, they ghetto. But we
Mhm.
also had a sense of country as well. Like we had a bunch of like
Mhm.
I ain't just talking about white people. Some people think when they hear country, they think of just white people. Trust me,
Yeah.
it's some
No.
black country folks out there. So I'm talking about, hey,
Facts. Talking
might
about
be one.
it, Xavier Leggett.
Yes.
Yeah, Mike B up there. Mike B about this close to speaking Geechee.
Oh boy, listen. Hey
But
man.
my school for me, I think one of the things that hindered my college experience my freshman year, like the HBCU experience for me, was the fact that like where I come from. I come from the trenches. Like I come from that. And so when I went to college, I expected like when I think of college, it was like stuff that I see on TV. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody out on the front lawn and like they just make college, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just peaceful. And then I
Yeah.
get there and it's like, oh, the dorms look like that. Oh, the closer we get to the school, the older the buildings start to look, the more industrialized it is. And I'm like, what I got myself into? Then I get there and it's like the people are dumb nice. Like you relate to so many kids across like there's a hood. That's when I learned for real. There is a hood in every state. I don't care if you're in Alaska. Alaska got somebody that's a YN somewhere. But
Facts.
but like for me, I think I enjoyed it. I met some like I said, I met one of my he's still one of my closest friends to this day, John. Like, but it was just like me and him both. And I think for him coming from Baltimore and him telling me how rough it is in Baltimore, like I always made a joke with him. I'm like, bro, I knew Baltimore was bad when Tupac and his family moved from Baltimore to go to Oakland for a better life. I knew then Baltimore is terrible. Not just but like for me, it was like I left the hood to go to the hood. So my HBCU experience as an athlete, that started the downhill for that. But as a student, oh, I had a good time. When you go around to a school and you see everybody that look like you know what I mean? Like you learn so many things, so many people. I met people. So we was in Tennessee. The
Mhm.
amount of times I heard the word Maine, oh, what up, Maine? Maine? I'm like, bro, like, it was a culture shock for me, you know what I'm saying? But it was definitely fun. So I definitely get what you're saying. Like as just a student life, you ended up enjoying it. You loved it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, so which takes me to well, I ain't gonna jump too far ahead. I'm gonna say this. After Coppin State, did you ever try to pursue like professionals with track and field?
No, because I think I had to be real with myself. Like my last year was like my best year running. And it was when I think I just committed to like I'm gonna just give 110% every time I'm at
Mm-hmm.
practice with everything I do. But then after that year I was like, that was a lot. And if I want to be a professional, I have to do more than that. Like my whole life has to be really centered
Mm-hmm.
around this sport and how I eat, and I was like, that's a little bit much. I don't love it that much. So
Mhm.
yeah.
You know, I hate that.
And
Like,
That's
I
when
think
all
that just
also,
takes you gotta be honest with yourself. Like, are you gonna work as hard as you need to work at that level? And I just was like, no, I don't think so. So I'm just gonna
that's real.
nah,
yeah,
that's real
so
though. Most people, most athletes, most people don't have that self awareness to be honest with themselves. Like, it ain't that you're bad at the sport. You just I don't want to do it. Like I don't got it in me to commit to that much time. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? I've played with guys like I
Facts.
had a teammate. I used to be like, man, we gonna go to the league, and he was like, I ain't going to the league. And I should be like, man, why you be saying that? Like, do you not care about the sport as much? But he's like, bro, I
Right.
just wanted a scholarship, pay for school, get a good job, and that's the plateau for them. Like that's the not the plateau, that's the ceiling for them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
for me, I personally, I think on the back end of my professional career, like I got injured, and I'm like, okay, back to the drawing board. Oh, I can give it
Mhm.
another shot. This team calling, this league calling, and I had to think to myself one day. I think I don't know which one of my NFL friends I was talking to. One of them was like, "Man, my body just hurt." Also, and it happened in the same week. I remember talking to Mike about this a while back. He was coming back from ACL, and so I was thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, I don't miss how bad my body was hurting. Like college, you're a little sore, but then college start to get a little easy once you become a little bit better than a lot of folks. But
Right.
pro, everybody's like that.
Yeah.
And like you get hit out there, boy. ribs gonna be hurting for like 2 weeks. And I'm like, bro, nah,
Yes.
I ain't trying to go through that type of pain. And I had to be real with myself and walk away. You know what I'm saying? Also, had to be real with myself. Maybe I wasn't as good as I thought. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that self-awareness is like it's key to have as a person because honestly it'll save you from a lot of heartache, to be honest.
For
Hard to
sure.
deal with,
For sure.
but it'll save you from a lot of heartache.
Sure.
Um but I wanted to ask you, this is what I meant to ask the last question, but your history, your background at Coppin State compared to what you're doing now at Arizona.
Yeah.
How different are those worlds? Like how different are those athletes from your point of view?
Oof. It's different and then it's not. I think from just the athlete standpoint, the difference is like just mindset because the characteristics and how they act, like how, you know, not to sound bad, I'm saying immature, but like how they're just kids. Like they just kids. The difference is really like some of them are dogs and some of them you if you're not a dog for real, you go to I mean, you may not be competing at that level. Like
Right.
and or
Right.
some are lucky enough, you know, they have talent that is just natural talent way above other people and they didn't have to work as hard. But typically on this level, like the work ethic is just different. Like the work ethic is just different. It's different than I've seen before. And so from that aspect, this that's the difference. And then I think from just like being like for me, being my experience, obviously it's just a demographic and um like you just stuff isn't like the same. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's cultural stuff, it's just not, it doesn't translate here. Like it's you kind of I have to be a little bit different, not in a bad way, but like I have to show up differently than I would show up, you know, in an
Right.
environment like Coppin State. Like I yeah, it's just you have to show up to be perceived, you have to show up a certain way to be perceived a certain way. So yeah.
That's
Mm-hmm.
real. I got another
Yeah,
question though.
that's
um, and it's pertaining to how you said their work ethic is. So in the time when we were in college, like me, you, and Eli, we weren't
Hmm.
getting paid like that. We may have getting a little
Hmm.
stipend. We may got like Pell Grant and stuff like that. These folks
Hmm.
getting paid now, and you start to see the difference. So do you think that goes into their work ethic because now they can like invest in their bodies? They can go do like the cryo chambers because I mean the facilities. Don't get me wrong, like D1 facilities, they have nice,
Most of them have, yeah.
most of them have everything as far as body recovery, but now these pro athletes, well, not even pro athletes, but college athletes, they're
Hmm.
like pretty much working out and training like pros. So even when they're in their off season, doing their all season stuff with their team, they're also doing extra stuff because there's always going to be that dead period where they can
Yeah,
do a little bit extra. So are you
yeah,
seeing that? What's your mindset and what's your take on like how that's happening around you?
yeah, for sure. So first of all, to touch on that money, I'm talking three times my salary. Like imagine me
Oh,
working for these. I'm working here knowing that you are making just buku money, and you just gotta practice and go home, and I'm giving my life to this.
right.
But yeah, definitely I feel like with the fact that extra incentive, knowing that like I'm making money from this stuff, like I'm getting paid, it creates more like accountability on both ends. Like it gives the coach now more leeway to be like, look, like you need to be doing this stuff when you're off because I'm paying you. Like this is no longer a I see this in you and I see you could be great, but also you taking my money. So I need you, like you gotta. And then I think from an athlete standpoint, for sure, like that, it puts that pressure on them to have to be, I think, like, and this is to go back to the question about being at Coppin and here, like at Coppin is kind of like, okay, um, you know, on the off season, you do what you can, like you try to work out all the time, you try to do all these things. Here, it's like you have to do all those things that is not even mandatory for real, but it is. And then you need to do extra on
right.
your own. So, in that, I've seen it where like, I don't know if it's the pay that gives them that drive to do that, or it's just they've been training like that. They hope, like some of them, for instance, there's a player, I won't say her name, but she doesn't go to U of A anymore. But like she came out of high school like very popular, very like she had a lot of star power and she was really good. But like her
Mhm.
family, that was the type of athlete where they moved to a whole different across the country for her to go to a certain high school so she could play
Wow.
at like that kind of
Mhm.
stuff is different from my perspective. Like I haven't really seen that
Yeah.
kind of stuff all the time. So they've been like preparing them since they was kids for real in a real way, not just like training hard, but like
Yeah.
making life choices to set this girl up. Like we know she's gonna make this amount of money. We know she like
She
this
gonna get
is
us out
really
the hood.
the prize that we have to protect and do all this stuff for.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's different. I haven't seen that for real until I got here.
You know
I
what's
feel
crazy
like
about that is, go ahead.
uh my bad, Eli, but it's crazy because I feel like there's pros and cons to that because
Mm-hmm.
you got instances because I actually just watched the interview. It was probably like maybe a month or so ago
Mm-hmm.
about how what's her name? Kiki Palmer's mom, basically, when she was doing her whole bid, when she came out with the
Mm-hmm.
Keelan the Bee and she was making all that money, she basically taught her financial literacy and not have her like some of these child actors having their money going all over the place, but
Mm-hmm.
transition that to sports. It's like you get somebody that's not from basically how like we grew up, not in the best area, but it's just like our parents did their best. So we went
Mm-hmm.
to, whatever schools we went to. They didn't have the means to move us all over in this part of town
That's
and whatnot.
true.
But the simple fact of if your family could do that, it can be like good or bad because now you're banking off your kid and you may be pushing your kid a little bit too much. Or you
Mm-hmm.
just trying to do the best you can and teaching them that literacy. So for the long run, when they get older, they're good. Their money is like making money for them. I feel like that doesn't happen a
Mhm.
lot. And from what you're saying, I could tell you right now, it sounds like she wasn't like us in the simple fact of she didn't grow up like how we did. So it's just
Mm-mm.
like there's pros and cons to that. And I feel like as a community, I feel like it's up to our generation because we see that to like when we have our kids and this, that, and the third, that we teach them, you feel me, like better ways so they can make money and it's for them and not for us. You feel me? Type.
Yeah.
No, I agree
See,
100%.
I think also like sometimes just as a society, parents got to be careful with that, trying to live vicariously through their children,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you can
Facts.
you can have all the resources. Like I'm not gonna fault whoever this girl's family. I'm not gonna fault them for
Mhm.
pushing her to try to get her into college and become the LeBron James or whatever sport she's playing. But in that same breath, it's like when you're pumping all the resources and then they finally get to college. Once you get to college, money don't guarantee you a starting spot. Money don't keep you on the roster unless your family
Mhm.
is just like the number one booster on that school. You'll be on the roster, but you won't be on that field. Won't be on that
Yeah,
court. Won't be on that baseball field. Whatever. Like you won't. You just won't be out there. I'm sorry, but like I also see it where got Snoop Dogg. Let me use his prime example. His son Cordell Patterson was a 4-star. He was a legit 4-star receiver. Army
Mhm.
All American, goes to UCLA. He comes out, retires from UCLA freshman year after like a month of practice. And it's just like, I'm not feeling it. One, he already know in the back of his mind, my family set up. Like, I don't really need this. It's for the love of the game at this point. But he didn't love it enough because he came out to see. Sat out a year, came back another year, tried to give it another go, quit again, and finally came out and was honest and was like, I only played football for my dad. So it's like,
wow.
when I hear stories like that, like parents moving across the states to push their child to go to a certain school so they can get an offer from this certain school, it's like it's only good until it's not good anymore. Because again,
X.
if that child is not really putting in that work, you know what I'm saying, or you're creating subconsciously somebody that's entitled and they don't even see it. Because once they get there, they're gonna,
Absolutely.
my parents did this, my folks did, I had to do this, I went here, but not even knowing behind the scenes, your parents was, you know what I mean.
Right.
Mhm.
So this is one of the things, bro. When
That
I look at that,
entitlement. Ugh, sorry, yeah.
especially with the NIL now. the NIL now with entitlement. Oh my Lord.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, so because I know with your job title, you know what I'm saying, being a director of strategic, I don't want to mess that up,
Communications. Yeah,
but
yeah.
communication. I was going to say something else, but in that, I feel like what's his name, Steven, when he said director of player
Play
personnel.
personnel. So I don't want to mess that up.
Man,
Oh,
shout
he
out
definitely had
Steven,
that
man.
Baltimore
But
accent, boy.
so, but with that, like, how often do you run into that entitlement? Um, and how often do you have to, or do you feel like when you do run into it, do you feel like you have to correct it, or do you let it fizz itself out?
So how often do I run into it? All the time. And then do I feel like that is a very like tricky, like it's a fine line because I also have to be cognizant of my position, who I am, my role,
Right.
um my, stability in my job, and what
Right.
correction looks like, especially in this day and age, because I don't
Yeah.
know how to put it other than like it's not a lot of tough kids these days. So you just gotta
Right.
like have to be very careful sometimes. But like when I see it, so I have two examples. Like the one person that I described at first, like that's somebody I'm not gonna correct because it doesn't matter. Like you could tell those kids, the type of kids who don't really receive anything well, and they look as critique or like correction as like offense. And
Hmm.
they may not,
Yeah.
that may come from growing up not, like you said, entitled and not hearing that stuff all the time. I'm sorry.
Very good.
Um, so yeah, that may come from that, but like that's somebody I know, like if I say something, they gonna take it this way, and then it's gonna turn into me arguing with a child, and I'm not losing my job. Now you have
Right.
you have other kids, that I have been able to, and then develop like very long lasting, deep, really good relationships with them. Where I may be able to pull them to the side and be like, do you understand that this is not like this is a privilege? Like, do you understand
Hmm.
that this isn't like you don't have to have this? There's kids who are probably better than you that don't have this opportunity. So
Right.
while you're complaining, wasting time, um it's a waste of time. Like it's pointless. Like get it together.
Yeah.
And they respond well and they come back and they actually gravitate towards me because maybe I might be one of the few people that are giving them tough love with some honesty. So yeah. So I've seen it both ways, and I kind of know before I even approach a kid like the type of athlete they are, the type of person they are, where it's like, would it be worth it to do that or no?
Right.
Right.
Um,
Hmm.
I feel that.
do you think as a I'm only asking this question because one of the coaches that I coach with, he actually this is gonna sound crazy, but he works at a different high school, but it's
Uh-huh.
a private school and it's a predominantly white school, so
Hmm.
and he's a black coach. And obviously they have some, high profile guys that go there, some top prospects, but when they're on campus, we just had this conversation. So when he's on campus and he's walking around and he's just talking and he's seeing people, he's just like being his like conscious of where he's at, but he's not really
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
But then when he gets around that coach and he has like a separate office right by his office, he's actually like being himself because there's like-minded individuals around him and they feel more comfortable in this,
Mhm.
that, and the third. And we only talked about it because one of his teachers or something came up to talk to that coach and she
Hmm.
saw them in the next room and was like, I've never heard him talk before. I didn't even know he was like this
Oh.
and all that stuff. She was like, wow.
Wow.
And he was like, well, because y'all always, and he's very like open minded when he talks. He went to South Carolina State. Dude's like, because y'all want it to be a tradition. You feel me? Y'all want to follow these
Right.
protocols and whatnot. But it's just like, this is the only place he can be himself. And I'm that
Yeah.
guy that's just going to let him be himself because it's just like, why not? This is
Yeah.
outside of this. Once he leaves this campus, he has to be himself.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Y'all keep going off this tradition type stuff. You feel me? Like, it's only gonna last for so long. And I
Yeah.
say that to say, like, you got people that's pushing tradition and stuff nowadays, but it's just like you had that experience at Coppin State to where you realized and you were self-aware of what was going on, and you started like expressing your true self there. And
Yeah.
then as you
Yeah.
got into the working world, obviously that comes with its challenges and stuff, which segues into my next question. As a black woman that came from Coppin State, you're educated, now you're
Yeah.
working out in Arizona, culture shock. Things are definitely different from uh being from Atlanta,
Mhm.
then going to Coppin State and now being where you're at. Do you think that also plays a role into like how you said you have these athletes and you trying to talk to them, they're not understanding it, but over time they start to like understand where you're coming from, and they open up to you? Do you think that has something to do with like, your culture and where you're from? Like, what I'm basically trying to get at is speak on that a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like that is one of my biggest advantages when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to cuz especially like just being a black woman, like being a woman
Mm-hmm.
of color, and you're in a space like sometimes that in itself looks like comfort for a student athlete who's on a campus that is
Mm-hmm.
predominantly white, and like you're in an environment where the primary thing is not like the priority for this department is not making sure you're comfortable as a black little girl. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's not, unfortunately, that
Right.
is not, that may not be the priority for them.
Right.
So, in an environment like that and being aware of that, like I make it a point to just one, be myself when I'm around them,
Mhm.
without, crossing any boundaries, obviously, but be myself and just make sure that door is always open for communication. Like if they
Mhm.
ever want to come in my office, like for instance, after I did a season of being like working with women's basketball, it wasn't until after it wasn't until the season ended where I had athletes in my office all the time, and like they had grown a comfort level with me and saw me as somebody like who actually cared, like not with any type
Right.
of hidden agenda of like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get you to stay, I'm trying to figure out what or I'm trying to be a spy for the coach. I'm just somebody who cares.
Yeah.
Like you're all the way over here away from your family. And sometimes you need somebody that you could talk to that feels like home, that you could
Mm-hmm.
come and vent in
Mhm.
their office. And so I pride myself on being that person. And sometimes it looks like to other people a little odd because they may not have those relationships with those kids,
Mm-hmm.
or
Mhm.
they may not be like, kids may not be drawn to them. So they look at it like,
Mhm.
why are you always in there? Whatever. Yeah, stuff like that.
I
Mhm.
can tell that's
You
going
know,
on right
sometimes,
now. You know.
hey, listen, sometimes people, there's an age old quote that say people fear what they don't understand. And so sometimes we
Man.
see that happen because,
For sure. For
we,
sure.
all of us are former athletes who've all had, whether it was a teacher, a coach, somebody on a college campus, somebody on a high school, where you kind of spend a little bit more time in their classroom, because
Mm-hmm.
you feel, you can relate to them, especially
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be frank about it, especially if, for me, seeing a black coach somewhere, like to have that representation, it did hit home. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes some things he can understand a little bit more than my counterparts. Not to say I don't love my counterparts, you know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I, hey, first of all, I don't mix, so people don't know that, but I'm mixed. But you know what I mean? It's just like I relate to whoever treats me the same way I treat them. You know what I'm saying? To that nature.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Family
Facts.
is family. And so it is huge. You know what I'm saying? I tip my hat to you. Shout out to you for being that safe space for a lot of students, especially because we live in a day and age where social media can cause a lot of mental health problems, as we just seen with
Yes.
Kyron
Mm-hmm.
Lacey. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, so to
Yes. Oh
have
my
that
God.
at a school like Arizona, and I've heard great things about Arizona. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know
Arizona
you're
is
gonna
great.
you'll know. Yeah, I know you're gonna know like a lot more of amazing in depth things about it. But just from the outside looking in, it's like it's a good school, but we also know like that is a predominantly white space. It's a
Yeah.
PWI,
Yeah.
Facts.
and so it's just like when you do have that type of representation in the roles that you're in currently, it's like it's got to be helpful. And you kind of answered one part of it because I was going to ask you like which with you being pretty much the director, are you like involved in only female athletics or are you involved in all sports?
Yeah, so I am involved in pretty much like all of us in that office are involved in all of the sports, but like my
Mm-hmm.
primary sport that I work with more than the other sports is well really it's not even more than the sport that I travel with is women's basketball.
Oh,
But then I also work with soccer, cross country, track, and
mm-hmm.
men's and women's tennis.
So do
And
you
then like
ever
I'll help with football, men's basketball.
do you ever find yourself? Because I listen, like I said, I know a little thing or two out there. You ever pitch in at practice? You know what I'm saying? A little pickup. You know what I'm saying? Work on your jumper.
Never.
You'd be like, I'll
Never. One
post up,
time, I
post you
don't
up real
know,
quick.
like I think I really lost it. Like I really did because I was
You're
out
the
there
first
like
athlete I've ever heard
shooting
say I done
jumpers
lost it.
when they was finish practice. I'm just, trying to shoot, but also in my head, I'm like, they're gonna be like, wow, she's such an athlete. I just looked a hot mess. And somebody asked to the point where somebody asked, did you play a sport?
Oh man,
I
not you
was
out there
like,
looking like a whole narp.
yeah, I was like, let me just go
Man.
sit down. But no, so no. Mm.
Bro, I haven't heard NARP in such a long time. What does it mean?
Me either.
Non-athletic.
Non-athletic regular person.
Yeah, non-athletic regular person. I haven't heard
Hey,
that term
look.
in so long,
Yeah, me
bro.
either. Me
First of all, I
either.
had to say it in my head before I said it out loud. I said, "Wait, what's that term that we used to say?" Hold on.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a thing until when I was working at the University of New Orleans. A girl, she went to Lafayette, and she was the one telling me like that was a thing that people said. I was like,
I've
what?
heard about that when I went
When
to.
I
I
was in
didn't hear
school.
about it at my HBCU, but when I
Me
went to my
either. Yeah.
PWI, I learned about a NARP. I'll never
Yep,
forget,
that's who said
man.
it too.
We was at the game, and these students was cheering, and then we started losing. You know what I'm saying? Public record. My
Hmm.
school we were astastic, but they were saying some things, some very foul things to us. And one of my teammates was like, "Look at all these narps talking." I'm like, "Narps?" I'm like, "What's a narp?" I think I asked him in the game,
Not in the
bro, what's a
game.
narp? Yeah, like it was a media timeout, so I'm like,
Hmm.
I wait till the coach kind of finished talking. I leaned over, bro, what's a narp? He said, "Man, people that not athletic, regular person." It's like, bro, what? I was like, dog,
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
they
a
had a whole
narp,
name for them.
a
the
loke,
PW lie.
What's a
Oh man, I ain't
load?
heard no loc. Only loc
a
I know out
loke.
in the West
The
Coast now.
no loke is
Yeah, me too.
like all like at Georgia, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like we would go in there and play. Like they would go play basketball. I ain't play no damn basketball, but they would go in the rec center, and then you have all these lokes, which is all the local people that somehow finesse they way
Oh,
in
the
there.
looks.
Yeah, the lokes. So we call them lokes. So either a narp or a loke.
Y'all
And
gonna get somebody hurt calling them a loc out there, man.
and listen, I ain't gonna.
Like
Most of
loc.
the fights and stuff that happened in the bars when I was in school was because a loke got mad because an athlete, specifically a football player, somebody said some bullshit and they just want to start some shit for no reason.
Hey,
I think one thing that is common for college is like, especially for girls, never date a local person of that where the college is. They used to always warn. Like I feel like they used to warn me, but that's just like in college. They always say, don't date a local person from like from that city. I don't know
did you
why.
follow that rule though, Randy?
No,
No,
I
I'm
did not
just
follow
playing.
it.
I'm just playing.
Mm-mm.
I'm just talking
I was doing
shit.
the opposite, but I didn't know
Oh,
why they said that. Like, don't mess with the local people. But
she was like, I find it interesting. I like the guy I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking to. Fuck what y'all talking
Yeah.
about. I just won't tell y'all. Mouthy
Man,
motherfuckers.
the sign
I'm
says
like,
danger. I'm gonna press it.
I'm
Like,
gonna go that way. Yeah, that was
right.
I used to be, yeah. That used to be my
Oh,
thing.
you're a dog mom.
Yes.
Well,
Yes, this
ain't
is
no puppy.
Deuce.
That's a grown dog.
He is, yeah, he's 3, but like he's been with me since he's 3 years old and I've had him for 3 years. I got
Okay.
him when I was in Louisiana. Yeah.
Jump from okay, what you went from Georgia to Louisiana to Arizona. All right. What's the hottest? What's the hottest in order?
Okay. Well, I gotta throw Maryland in there. So I'm gonna say Louisiana is the best. Like, yeah.
They
I'm not
hood.
gonna put anything over Atlanta. So Atlanta, Louisiana for sure. Maryland and then Arizona.
I ain't gonna cap you down. Everybody talk about Atlanta. I love
He
it, man.
been around me too long. He said, "Cap it down. I'm growing on you, brother."
Yeah.
Hey, I done been in Georgia too damn long to be. Listen, I done picked up so much lingo from Georgia. Look, it's damn near my second home. But I
That's
love
dope.
Atlanta. Don't get me wrong. I love everything Atlanta offers. I can tell you now, I'm in Charlotte now. The food
hmm
don't compare to Atlanta
hmm
food. I can tell you that right now. The closer
hmm
that I get to Atlanta, the better the food get. Meaning South Charlotte, Valentine, where everybody stay at, that's where the best food at, hands
Okay.
down. But Atlanta too damn packed, bro. It's too damn packed. It's too damn packed. Nah, that's the only downfall I got to say about Atlanta. It's too damn packed, and it's
You
expensive
got to
as
go on the
hell.
outskirts. You got to go on the
Yeah,
outskirts,
that's
man.
what
Hit
I'm
Metro Atlanta.
saying. Yeah. If you want to
Gwinnett.
be in it. No, well,
No,
I mean,
it's other counties outside of Gwinnett.
She
It's
said,
other
"Well,
counties outside of Gwinnett. I mean, it's all depends
I
on how far you want to drive to the city when it comes to Metro Atlanta.
yeah.
right,
Yeah, for real, for real. Yeah.
yeah." I'm not a city boy for real, so I'd rather be on the country ride forwards and shit anyway.
But Louisiana, New Orleans, I told myself when I get to a place financially where I can do this, I will buy me a place in New Orleans that I could just go to
See,
whenever.
I had a different experience from New Orleans because we was in
Really?
City, and we went there for 2 bowl games back to back
Uh-huh.
years. So I was
Uh-huh.
kind of pissed about that. Now you went out while you was in downtown, right? You went to
Yeah.
I don't know how a female's bathroom was, but I know
Yeah.
what it smelt like in a male's bathroom when I walked in there. When I hopped off that goddamn on plane in New Orleans, hey, listen, for anybody that's from New Orleans, I'm not trying to talk bad on your city. I love it. I love the food. I love the people. Y'all nice. But I can tell you what it smelled like. I'm not a fan of that. And they
That's
said,
because you were in the French Quarter. Like you
facts.
were like where Bourbon Street is. No locals go there because it's disgusting. Like it's
Okay.
disgusting.
Just wanted to preface
Yeah.
that. So other parts of New Orleans
Yes.
is really nice and beautiful, is
It's
what I'm hearing.
wonderful.
I've
It's
heard.
really like for me, like the food. I'm a foodie, so that's like super important to me. The food is just and there's some people who be like, don't nobody just want to eat like etouffee and like fucking gumbo all day. Like, but there's so much other things. Like there's you can get everything in New Orleans for real. And then the
That's
people are so nice. It's not funny. They're
that's what
so
I
kind.
heard. It's the food that draw you in. Now I've actually I had teammates from Shreveport. I had
Mm-hmm.
teammates from Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Also Louisiana, because some of them they'll tell you they're from New Orleans, or they'll say New Orleans, and then you got some from Louisiana. It like it's the same place, but
Mm-hmm.
two different places at the same time.
Yeah, for sure,
But
Mm-hmm.
for
like
sure. Two different places.
I will say though, I've heard Baton Rouge has the best best food out of all of them.
Where,
Hell
where
no.
LSU at?
Hell no.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
where
heard.
LSU at? No, sorry.
That's what I heard. I heard BR got the best.
I can't even remember bro's name. But there's a white dude from down there. He be going all over. And I be wanting to eat the food that he be eating. He a white dude. You can hear the
With
doggone.
a red beard.
Yeah,
Like
listen.
he's from like a little bit further down. He's closer to like Lafayette.
Yeah,
And
Mm-hmm.
that's where the food is. That is where it's at.
that's where I need to
That,
go.
Raising
yeah.
Cajuns.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I
Yes.
gotta
Like
take
in
me a
that
trip.
area. Monroe, really, actually, or that kind of area. Yeah.
I was definitely about
I
to
said
ask
I was
about
gonna.
Monroe.
Mike, we need to take a trip down there and just film like a True Talk down there, True Talk
Y'all
Food Edition.
do.
Hey,
Y'all
listen,
do.
I'm only going down there for Mardi Gras. Any time of the year, I told you what it smelled like. I can't even do it, bro. Unless they're having a what's it, Essence Festival. I'll go down there for
Yes.
that.
Yes.
I'll go
Yes.
down there for that. But other than that, nah. Cause I want to be in the dog. I'll be in the parade. Hit him with a.
Nah, facts. Oh, dead.
Hey.
So
But yeah.
we got
Oh
a
man.
taste of who you are. You know what I'm saying? How Coppin State has shaped you to become who you are now as a woman.
Yeah.
Getting in leadership roles at Arizona. You know what I'm saying? You kind of like, I don't want to make you feel old. You know what I'm saying? You might be a mom to some of them athletes, and you might be big sister to others. You know what I'm saying? However they want to pick it. You know what I'm saying?
Love key. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got
Oh.
your career. So before we get out of here, I wanted to ask you,
Hmm.
and I meant to ask you this earlier. As a track and field athlete, who do you
Yeah.
feel like you looked up to as that, like, this is my go-to sprinter? Matter of fact, give me your top 5 female sprinters. Your top 5.
Okay. Easy, easy, easy. Marion Jones would have to be first. I do know that
Mm-hmm.
Marion Jones, went to jail, went to prison.
Oh shit! I didn't.
Not jail, prison. I'm aware. But before that, she just was like a freak athlete. Like she played in the WNBA. How do you retire from running and just go play in the WNBA? She played for the Shock for some years for Tulsa. But anyways, that's
I
my
didn't even
number
know that one.
one.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Oh wait,
different.
that's your number one?
That's my number one. It's girls, right? For
Yeah, yeah,
girls?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, that's
This
my
this
number
this your
one.
list.
Cause
Mm-hmm.
Cause that's who I grew up like. That is who I grew up watching. Like she was always so poised in her interviews, always smiling,
Mm-hmm.
always kind. And she just like made me feel like it was cool to be strong, like to just look like kind of be like strong, like um.
Mm-hmm.
So and yeah, so that's number one. I'd probably say number two is that's hard. Oh my God. I can't think of her name. This is hard. No, no, no. Can we not? Can I just do like
Need that.
Top five, top five, top
Need
five,
that.
top five.
Top 5, top 5. Yeah, we just top 5. We got one. We got your number one. We got four more.
okay, does it have to be women? Can I just throw in some other people?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
do that. We'll do that.
It's your list, not
Number
ours.
number
Yeah.
two is probably Tyson Gay for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like I don't equate it to like the best runner because then you would just go off for who's the fastest like right now.
Yeah.
But he just was like I remember he just stood out to me because he ran like he was from the country. I think he from Kentucky and like he used to have a really
Mm-hmm.
country accent. And he
Mm-hmm.
just I don't know I just liked him and I thought he was cute too. So Tyson Gay number two. I'm gonna have to
That's some gay,
say
man. Hit the DM. Not just playing.
no.
But
He was cute
Tyson
to
Gay
me
probably
when I
like,
was growing up.
Now she like, no.
she like tying that chain.
Okay, just go ahead and go Shakari.
Okay.
Because she's just too tough. You can't like, how could I?
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna go Brianna Rollins. She a hurdler. She is not running anymore, but she went to Clemson. Just I don't know, just really good. And then I think my last person is probably gonna be Justin Gatlin. Just
Oh
cause
wow.
like that's just somebody I looked up to. He used to be around. Like these are
Mhm.
people like he was accessible. Like he would be at some meets sometimes in Atlanta. And so yeah,
Why
I
does that name sound
participated.
familiar?
He went, I don't know, he ran at Tennessee. He beat Usain finally when he was like
Oh, I
on
know
his
you're talking about.
last leg.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, those will probably be my top five. Honestly, if I have to be honest, like I love track and I will watch it, but I'm not so into it as I used to be.
Okay.
So I just kind of watch, but like a lot of times I don't even be knowing who the people
I was
are
about
for
to
real.
ask you that because there was two people that I'm shocked I didn't hear. I'm gonna be honest. I gotta tell
Who?
you, one of them, Sydney McLaughlin. I just knew you was gonna say her. That's the goat.
She became so like good once I stopped really like the passion wasn't, I mean, she's great,
Hmm.
but like somebody who really impacted me, no.
Okay, yeah. And that's why I
I
tell
can see
people
that.
like, yeah, because I like to see your top five, and then after that, I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask why you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense. That's what I'm saying. You were
Who
already in
was your
that GOAT
second
like
person?
Messiah Russell.
Oh yeah, she's tough. She's so cute. I love her. She's just, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But no,
I ain't
no.
gonna lie
Yeah,
though.
nah, she's tough though for real.
I didn't really watch track like that, but when we
Hmm.
had our track meets, I was fortunate enough to see Jasmine Quinn. She used to cook my track team in high school. When I'm talking about cook,
Camacho Quinn?
yes.
Oh,
Oh, boy, she
now
went to
I was debating about putting her in my top. She's different.
bro.
That girl.
She's different. I'm not even
I
gonna
ain't
lie.
never
I saw
heard
her
of.
run 100. She Robert Quinn little sister, bro.
Oh,
Oh, I do know
Yeah,
about her. Yeah.
no lie, no bull. She they ran 100 hurdles, bro. She was coming out the damn thing. She was damn near halfway through, and they were still on the first or second one.
dang.
When I tell you all of us was on the fence, like,
Yeah,
boy,
she's
what the hell
different.
y'all got going on, boy? Boy,
Yeah.
Bro.
she
In
fast as
her
hell.
freshman year, she was a bit more. I don't know how I like either my coach told me, I think they were like some in interviews she talked about it, but like she was heavier like her freshman
Mm-hmm.
year, but she was real still really good. But once she like trimmed down, I
She
think
got
that was the
crazy.
year she won. She went to the Olympics and I think she failed at Olympics, but the next one she won or something. Yeah.
I think that was in 2014, and she
Yeah.
won again
Yeah.
in
Yes.
2018 or something like that.
Yep.
I do
Yep.
remember that. But another
Yeah.
person, as far as track goes,
Uh-huh.
not a runner, but
Uh-huh.
a thrower, Raven Saunders. She
Oh,
was
that's the one who wears the like mask
Yeah,
sometimes. Yeah.
she went to Burke High School down there. Because I'm from the Ridgeville, Charleston area, and she
Mm-hmm.
went to Burke, and she used to always compete against this girl from my high school for 1 and 2 in the state. So I used to
Mm-hmm.
always see her throw, but I'm like, yo, this girl is like different. Like I'm talking about different,
Really?
different. So when she went off to like Ole Miss, and she followed her coach and went to all these different places, and then she
Yeah.
ultimately made it to Olympics. I said she been doing this her whole life, and she just
Yeah. And
herself.
see, yeah.
I'm
She
like,
is.
she's
Yeah.
huge, bro. And I tell you, she built like a goddamn ox. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Raven Sanders though,
Be throwing that thing. She be
bro.
throwing it. Yeah.
The shot put, you guys.
Too.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Fall on this one.
Ugh. Push.
No, but if y'all follow her Instagram, y'all know Raven Saunders is just she's just herself.
Yeah.
No facts. I ain't lying that. Before I go though, uh, the one track athlete that I had the pleasure of like just watching in real time went to my high school, Javian Oliver. Ended up going to the Olympics. Was it 2020 Olympics? I think it was 2020
Yes.
Olympics.
Yes. 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 I know who that
Man, she
is.
used to get out there like in high school. Our girls track team, 4x1 team, were like one of the top in the state. Javian
Yeah.
get out
Y'all
there,
were
bro.
good.
It was like when the baton got to her, you can go ahead, man. Y'all might well meet her at the finish line. I don't care who was in front of her, she catching them. Like it was
Wow.
one track meet in particular, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if the girl slipped in her start coming out, but like it put us behind. And literally, I think Javian had the last leg, and like the girl probably had about a good 25 yards on her. Man, it was just like, bro. to see the speed
Hawked
difference
her.
on like I'm
Hawked
like
her.
that's the difference between D1 and
Mhm.
somebody that's they not even going to college at all. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jake, shout out Jake. We're trying to get her on here too. You know what I'm saying? Jake,
Wait,
come to the real
before
understanding.
y'all before y'all go, I have to know
Mhm.
like each of your favorite restaurants in Atlanta.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
Ooh, hey, that's a
I ain't gonna
first. Ain't nobody ever asked us a question on here.
Yeah, I need to know because I have to know. I have to know. That'll tell me a lot about your personality too.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go ahead and start it off. So you want like your go to on the regular, or it's just like your hands down favorite one? Like
Okay, let's do go to on a regular and then your hands down favorite one.
I ain't gonna lie, my hands down favorite one. If I had to go back to Atlanta right now, this is where I'm going. It used to be called Mickey's in Marietta, but now it's
Okay.
called Retro Grill, and everybody and
Mm,
their mama go there.
retro grill. I ain't heard of
Oh
that.
my God. Hey, look, they got jerk salmon Phillies, jerk
Ooh.
salmon loaded fries. They wing so good you don't even need no sauce. I'll send y'all the Instagram. Hey,
Ooh, please,
it's so
please.
good. Oh my God. I'm talking about all the celebrities and everybody be going there. Like, what's crazy is,
Oh,
it's gonna sound crazy, but the whole time I was in Atlanta, I heard about them, but never tried them. But I
wow.
promise you, no, not Retro Grill. I've never tried Magic City. But I'm
Oh,
saying they in competition with Magic City. And I ain't never taste Magic City wings, but go to Retro Grill. I ain't gonna lie, they
look
wings
how
hitting,
he
boy.
look.
Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, look, I'm if the right person, I'm telling you, they good, bro.
Okay.
But am I on the regular? Because I feel like I'm very country when it comes to stuff. I like breakfast food. What's that place called? Martin's? Is it called Martin's?
Mm,
I like their breakfast. But
Martins.
I don't know, bro. I think I'm gonna just have to go with the OG Waffle House. A Waffle House is between Waffle House and goddamn what's that place? Uh, damn it, what's that place? Everybody go to it. Got the wings.
American Deli?
Yes, there you go. It was all. It was. I ain't gonna lie though. That's why it's like half and half because Retro Grill is
Yeah,
y'all. I'm gonna send y'all the Instagram. Don't worry about it.
please. Yeah. Okay, yoga.
My little quick little lineup gonna be a little different.
Lord, how
For
much?
wings, you know what I'm saying. So it's one of the wing spots that I've grown to like. It's a newer spot. I've been there probably like 2 years, maybe somewhere right there. Called Trap Wings. It's attached to a gas station. It's in the gas station. You go in the gas
Oh,
station,
that's
little Trap Wing. Listen here, you in
Mm,
Atlanta, you ride by, it's over there by Georgia State a little bit. Hit up
okay.
Trap Wing, tell them Eli sent you. You know what I'm saying? Magic City. Listen, I know people say about Magic City, the wings really is fire. Right? The wings really is fire. And then
Oh,
uh another spot I like. Okay, I forgot that I can never remember the name of it. It's like Mr. Wong's or something like that. It's over by Georgia State, over by it's over closer towards Midtown. You go in there, bro. Dead serious, bro. Like sweet and sour chicken wing by DB,
for real.
boy.
ooh.
But don't make me get up and go eat
What's
Y'all
now.
that?
like
Right?
big
Hey,
wings?
I'm in.
You like big wings?
I don't like the wings the
Now
size of
this
my pink. I'm a big guy.
I like. I don't. They don't have to be super tiny, but not big. No.
I'm gonna
the
say
like
I'm not. I'm not say
chicken wing be about
big,
there, but I
normal
like
size.
a meaty chicken wing. I like a meaty. I
Mm.
like breaded wings. Breaded wings are like my
Okay.
really
Okay.
my favorite. But
Okay.
Mr. Wong's, I think I'm almost positive thing called Mr. Wong. You walk in there, it's in the hood, low key. Like it's in Midtown or by Midtown, but it's in the hood. Like it's gonna look
Hmm.
sketchy. I promise y'all, it's one of them places that you walk in there, you like, but you get that food, fam.
But I ain't gonna lie.
Man,
There
you
was
want to
some.
go
It
in
was.
there? Go ahead.
I was gonna say it was one place I went to in Decatur when I was with my homeboy and shit. I can't remember the name of it, but they had fried egg rolls, and that was the first time I'd have had
Ooh.
fried egg rolls. No, it was fried steak egg rolls. That's what it was. That's what it
Ooh, I know
was.
that was
It
good.
was. I'm saying it all wrong. Philly cheese egg rolls. That's what it was.
Okay, okay. That
Boy,
sounds
listen,
good.
I ain't gonna lie. And they open like whatever days that American Deli wasn't open, they was always open. Like I'm talking about 24 hours like type service. And I'm like, this in the hood. I was like, I'll go every bit of Decatur to go get that for real. It was well worth it.
I'm telling you, some
Okay.
of the best spots gonna be them gas station spots. But outside of them three, I'm a Waffle House stand
Good.
count all day, every day, and then
Man,
I thought you was
it's
gonna
not a
say
deli
Good
in there.
Busters.
Mm,
I
they
heard that
cool
was
too.
good. I want to try that.
Good
They cool
Busters?
too though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they good. They good. They give you a lot of food, like so much food, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
My three, American Deli and Juicy Crab are my go-to. Like I could eat
I
Juicy
knew you were
Crab.
gonna say juicy crab. I
Oh
had it already
wow.
premeditated. She gonna say juicy
I
crab
should
or
be a
JJ
crab
Fish.
right now. I
Oh
should be a
man.
crab. Go to Juicy Crab or JJ's or
Mm-hmm.
American Deli. And then my favorite restaurant would probably have to be um probably this place called Little Alley Steak. It's very good. It's like a steakhouse.
I've heard of that before.
Yeah, it's really good. I probably could think of something else, but I can't right now. But yeah,
That's crazy,
I have to
man. Real
try those
Philly.
places. I gotta try
I'm telling you.
the
Yeah.
Retro
Retro
Grill.
Grill and Trap Wings. Yeah.
There's a place in Sandy Springs that me and my
Y'all,
homegirl
I
used
know
to
y'all done
go
had
all the time.
Hattie B's. Y'all done had Hattie B up in
Yes.
South
Yes,
Point.
Yes.
Hey,
Love Hattie's. Ooh,
it's
for real.
it's so good.
What's that? Hey, I know y'all from Atlanta, but I feel like
Mm-hmm.
this place is like a staple in
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta. But I ain't gonna lie,
Punch.
I don't rock with the food that much.
What is it
It's
called?
Mary Mac's Little Tea Room.
You don't
Uh,
like Mary Mags?
I like Mary Mac's, but it's like I would not go out my way to have it. If somebody said, "Oh, meet me at Mary Mac's," I would go. But it's not something I'm like, I'm gonna just go. Like it's not. I ain't gonna lie
The
to you.
service and the wait be a little crazy. But the
yeah.
food is good. I like the fried chicken. That's what I get.
I don't think I had the fry. I don't remember even if I had the fried chicken when I went there. I probably did because I think it was the only thing I would actually eat meat wise there. But I don't. I don't. It's probably the size for me. I'm just not a huge fan of their size. I'm like I can't even do it. I can't even rock
If
with
you
it.
hear this, Mary Max Tea Room, it's not me. It's him. He don't like you.
Right.
Hey,
I love
look.
They gonna pull out another car for that.
Oh Lord. Hey, look. Service is great. I'm just not a. I don't see the hype in that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All I'm saying is though, bro,
it.
definitely go to Blue Flame. I mean Blue Flame. Go to Magic City. Do that gourmet typo. Nah, but go to Magic City. You gotta try their wings, and then they have a really good Philly cheesesteak for real, for real.
So you can go in Magic City for free, like, and be
Just
like,
for
I'm just
food.
going in there to eat, and then you don't have to throw money.
I mean, you take it to go. Like you just take it. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, go to research.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
Now sitting there and eat.
I don't know. I've never been to a strip club, let alone to eat, but I heard the food is good, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Heard the
they got it now. If
food is
I'm not
immaculate.
mistaken, I think you can DoorDash it. I think you can DoorDash a meal from Magic City. If I'm not
What?
mistaken,
I don't know if I could do that. I need to see. I need to know what's
it's
happening from the strip
from
club
look.
to my thing. I need.
I
Listen,
was about to
I'm gonna
say
tell you
something,
what
but
got
that's
them
not good for
fire.
the airways.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what got them fire before I get off is
Okay.
when they had the shutdown, they needed something to revamp it, like to make people want to keep coming back because COVID happened, so they turned it into they really revamped their kitchen. Like strip
Mm-hmm.
clubs across America, like they all have food in them allegedly,
Yeah.
but uh, they actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think Magic City started getting like real chefs, like they have real kitchen, real
Okay.
chefs, and they
Period.
serve it. So it's just like you know, you just if you ever in Atlanta, you know what I mean, and I'm ever in Atlanta, I'll DoorDash some wings. You know what I'm saying?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
But
Good one.
that concludes, man. Uh, That concludes episode 11, man, of season 2 of The Real Understands Everything. I really appreciate you coming on. It's been a fun interview,
For
a lot of
sure, for
laughs,
sure.
it's very impactful, insightful, especially coming from the lives of a Black woman in the sports realm, that's important to me personally. I hate we couldn't get John on because he had technical difficulties, but he told us a lot about you
Yeah.
before we even got on the airways, man. One of the stories I was going to let him mention was he said he had got a false name from you when he first met you. I don't know the whole background about that, but I don't know. Maybe one day, we get John back on and he tell his piece of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, man, thank you for
That's a
taking the
lot.
time out your day.
But yeah, thank y'all for
For sure.
having me for sure. I would love to one day come back because this is really fun and I like y'all show. Like I've watched some episodes, so yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate
Also,
it.
travel for free. Like I travel free. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the aviation. I ain't never been to no Arizona game. You know what
Okay,
I'm
I
saying?
got you now for real. For real, for real.
For sure. I
Basketball
don't care if it's
season.
I don't care if it's football, basketball, track, whatever. I pull up. I just never been. I'm one of the people that like to go to new experiences, new stadiums, and stuff like that. So we'll
Yeah, no,
definitely
I got you. I got you. I got you. All of y'all actually, because the basketball season here is crazy. So that's something you just have to experience basketball here. So
Count
yeah.
me in.
we in there. But
We
yeah,
in
man,
there.
that'll be it, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Keep tuning in each week. We're gonna have more conversations with real emotions. You know what I'm saying? Got more guests on the way, and we got big news coming up, man. True Talk working on something very special. And I just appreciate everybody that's been a part of it along the
For
way. I know
sure.
we say that at the end of at the end of every episode, but it is true. So without further ado, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to end this thing. Hate to keep y'all long, but I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We really mean that. Again, Randy, thank you for coming on. It's been a
Thank
blessing.
y'all.